7. Psychological upgrades to master the art of not caring. You are living in an era where your attention is a commodity. Every notification, every hateful comment, and every pressure to match someone else's success is quietly draining your energy. Are you exhausted? Do you find yourself caring too much about things that, honestly, don't matter? Welcome to the Stoic Operating System. This isn't philosophy for classrooms. This is a survival toolkit. Today, we are installing 7 upgrades that will help you master the art of letting go and living a life that cannot be manipulated. Rule number 1. Categorize your weapons. You only have a finite amount of energy ammo every day. Don't waste your bullets on targets you can't hit. The cold truth is, you cannot control the weather, the economy, or the mouth of someone who hates you. Your tactic: focus your firepower only on the one thing you actually own, your reaction. When something happens, ask yourself, is this inside or outside my control? If it's outside, discard it like a broken line of code. Rule number 2, turn obstacles into fuel. Don't just endure your fate, love it. The new perspective is this: every barrier is not a wall blocking your path. It's an obstacle in a training course. When facing adversity, instead of saying, "Why me?" say, "Test me." Treat every difficulty as fuel to temper your spirit. You don't need an easy life, you need a strong mind. Rule number 3, rehearse the disaster. Why are you anxious? Because you fear the unexpected. The tactic of the masters is, sit down, close your eyes, and imagine the worst thing that could happen. Losing your job, being rejected, failing. Once you've walked through the worst-case scenario in your head, fear loses its power. You will realize, it's not as fatal as I thought, and I will survive. Don't let disaster surprise you. Turn it into a rehearsal. Rule number 4. Zoom out the map. Too often we lose our minds over a scratch on a car or a petty insult. Your tactic: perform a zoom out. From your position, lift your vision to the sky, out of the earth, and into the galaxy. You will see how small your problem truly is in the flow of billions of light years. Don't turn a grain of sand into a mountain. When you see how small you are, your ego stops screaming. Rule number 5, the countdown clock. This isn't pessimism, this is the ultimate awakening. The truth is, death is the final deadline for every project. Every morning, remind yourself, I could leave this life right now. That thought makes petty complaints look ridiculous. You won't have time for anger or fear when you realize your clock is ticking down. Live so that every second counts. Rule number 6. Practice the drill. Don't wait for a crisis to learn how to endure. Your tactic: actively seek discomfort. Take a cold shower, skip a meal, or sleep on the floor. Why? To prove to your body and mind that you are not dependent on luxury. When you are familiar with lack, the world no longer has a way to threaten you with loss. You become invincible. Rule number 7, minimize desires. The paradox of happiness: the more you want, the poorer you become. Stop chasing fake values from the outside world. Praise, fame, the latest luxury item. They are all chains. Desire only what no one can take away from you: your character and your consistency. When your goal is internal, you are no longer a hostage to the external world. Stoicism isn't for fun, it's for living. Don't be a scholar, be a practitioner. If you are ready to upgrade yourself and want to join us on this path of mastering the mind, hit subscribe and leave a comment. I choose to master my mind. I'll see you in the next upgrade. Don't just exist. Be a warrior.